A new track is out for Tropical Storm Ian and still showing an impact to Florida, especially the Gulf Coast as it eyes Tampa. This is what Ian is making many Floridians in Tampa do. Rush to the stores to stock up on water, food, and more. Check a look at those shelves. They're becoming bare for things like bottled water, but know that most major grocery stores do restock products. That starts at 10 in the morning. And if it wasn't going to the store, it may have been going to pick up sandbags. This is in Tampa. We'll have a look at where you can grab some bags in Miami in just a few minutes. And here is a live look at beautiful downtown Miami tonight. Enjoy the nice weather now because that rain is coming. Earlier today, President Joe Biden declared an emergency for Florida as Ian approaches. The president canceled his Orlando trip to speak at the Democratic National Convention on Tuesday, and that was due to the storm. Here with me, I have next weather chief meteorologist and hurricane specialist Ivan Cabrera joins us now with the newest update. What can we expect?
A lot to talk about here with this update, Trish, absolutely. And for us, really no significant changes. This is the 11 p.m. advisory from the National Hurricane Center. This is a 12-hour loop of the satellite presentation. It looks like a mess earlier, and as we have been expecting, now beginning to intensify. So probably the last time I talk about Tropical Storm Ian, this will become a hurricane tonight, and we wake up tomorrow to an intensifying hurricane that will eventually perhaps be a major hurricane here, beginning to pull away from the Western Caribbean and then making a beeline here for the western part of Cuba, where they're under hurricane warnings, tropical storm warnings further to the east, and then tropical storm watches have been issued, which have now been upgraded to warnings as we speak. And in fact, parts of the southwestern coast there, and I'll update that as this comes in from the National Hurricane Center. This is not anything surprising for us, right? I don't want you to think that the track has shifted to the point where now we're in trouble here. This was always going to be a significant and strong, powerful hurricane, and so because it's passing to our west, tropical storm conditions extend outside of the cone, and that's what we're talking about, Key West and the Dry Tortugas, and this continues up towards the 7-mile bridge and then portions of the west coast. What has changed is the trend here, and we'll talk about that in detail because this again is the track over the next 5 days, eventually making that dangerous turn towards the west coast of Florida. So this is what's changed. The European model has not. It has been steadily saying to us, screaming in fact, that yes, this is going to be making a turn and threatening the Tampa Bay area towards the middle and end of next week. The GFS was much further west even this morning, but now it's beginning to trend closer to the euro. So what's happened? Well, National Hurricane Center has seen the same thing, and so now the cone has been shifted further to the east, now threatening the Tampa Bay area, something more significant than what we had, more significant threat than we had earlier today. Tuesday, 8 o'clock, Cat 3 hurricane there, 120 miles an hour. There you see it at 130. That's going to make it 4. And then there it is. That is a dangerous move for Tampa. This doesn't have to come on shore for this to be devastating for the Tampa Bay area. If you're familiar with the shelf there, it is just basically you can walk for a good while and still not get wet your ankles. And what I'm talking about is the storm surge potential here is significant here. So if this verifies, if this continues on this track, they're going to be in deep trouble here. Another thing that's happened here is this has slowed the system, the jet stream that was going to pull it up and take it away may leave it behind, and so what that would do is would slow the storm, and now you're dealing with a Cat 3 hurricane just to the west of Tampa for an entire day, pushing water on shore, and obviously that would be devastating for them. Now for us, we're still going to get these rain bands as early as tomorrow, the way outer rain bands here. These are going to contain some gusty winds, but nothing dangerous for us. There's the center of circulation, continues to move across the western tip of Cuba, and yes, then by Tuesday, that's when we can get into tropical storm conditions, particularly across the lower Keys. I think we'll have some gusts in Broward and Miami-Dade, but it's not going to be a direct impact for us as the storm then continues pushing off toward the north and then making that northeasterly move as we take a look at some of the winds. Again, tropical storm winds will extend out of the cone of danger here, a cone of uncertainty, right? And that for us means anywhere from 40, 50. Watch the clock there, 12. By Tuesday, 6 p.m., now we're looking at gusts at around 50 miles an hour to 60 miles an hour. as this continues then to push off towards the north, 55 to 60 mile an hour winds. Meanwhile, we stay into the 40s here. Another factor, obviously, that we're going to be dealing with is rainfall. They've got 12 to 18 inches on top of storm surge. We have 3 to 6 inches, but the flooding is not going to be an issue for Miami-Dade and Broward. The issue here along the lower Keys will be the storm surge, anywhere from 1 to 3 feet, particularly Tuesday night and Wednesday morning at the time of high tides. That's when we could be looking at some flooding here. So a lot to talk about, a lot to get through. Some danger for us here, obviously, along the Keys, but the bulk of it, the hurricane headed up towards the west coast of Florida right now. That's a big change. We'll talk more about a local forecast, and I'm going to time out those rain bands for you when I see you in a few minutes.
All righty, Ivan, thank you so much. And all 67 counties in Florida are under a state of emergency. Governor Ron DeSantis activated the Florida National Guard as around 2,500 guardsmen and women are prepared for the storm.
From the Tampa Bay area all the way up to Escambia County along Florida's Gulf Coast, you could potentially see it make landfall in any of those places as of right now. It's going to be pretty broad impacts throughout the state. You're going to have wind, you're going to have water, there could be flooding on the East Coast